Władimir, we are talking with you in Wrocław. We are here for two reasons. First, the Polish premiere of the Kliczko documentary, and second, Vitaly fight against Adamek. Let's start with the movie. Whose idea was to make this movie? Because this film is showing us the other side of Kliczko brothers. In the ring, we are seeing the Terminators, the machine, who are destroying their opponents, and in this film, we are seeing the human side of Kliczko brothers. Can you tell us something about it?
Well, actually our fans created it because they've been asking a lot of questions. How is this and how is that, it is to feel inside of the ring and outside of the ring, what is your life about, and we got to this idea and we shot it in 2.5 years with a lot of footage that we also the director actually took from the past of our life, and there was just something that our fans want to know, to take a look behind the scenes. And our life is boxing, but boxing is not only our life. And this 110 minutes, which was pretty difficult for the director to create a film about two individuals, but you have to go and have red line through the entire 110 minutes. Initially, it was 180 minutes. But then it was cut to 110 minutes. So it's a story about two brothers that had a dream as little boys, and then eventually got their dream, and their dream came true. It's about sport, but it's not only about sport. Part of it also the tragedy of Chernobyl, and it's part also just regular life. And I think you should take this documentary very philosophically as well. To me, it's very difficult to watch our own documentary about your own, because you always can find some critical points, and you don't want to see one thing, and you would like to have the other thing in it, and it has been very complex work with the director. But eventually, we represented it in Tribeca. In New York, at Tribeca Film Festival, and we got good critiques in the States, and we're actually in 2 weeks in Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York with the premieres over there, because the film is going to hit the theaters, and now we're here in Poland with the premiere in Warsaw and Wrocław, and then it's going to be in the Ukraine and Russia, and it will continue to different countries, which is great for the sport of boxing. And fans of us can have a chance to take a look behind the scenes, as I mentioned before.
You said that this film is about two boys that dreams came to reality. You are unified heavyweight champion of the world. I think you accomplished everything you could. Do you have any aims in your career? What do you accomplish? What do you want to accomplish more in the future?
Well, we had a dream to be champions simultaneously, which happened in 2008 when Vitaly came back from the retirement. And then we got new goal to unify all the titles under one family name, which we eventually made on July 2nd this year. And me personally, I'm just enjoying the time and the experience that I have in boxing to continue to perform and get challenges. It's always something that you can do better, you know, how many title defenses you're going to have, and to hold it as long as you can. But eventually I understand that life of boxing is very short, and life after boxing is actually very longer. So for now, I'm not thinking about retirement, I'm thinking about excitement of being in this sport, and that's it for now.
Do you think that a lot of people are, even though you dominated the heavyweight scene for many years, you and your brother are underestimating you? They are saying that Kliczko brothers are not that good, that heavyweight division is that bad, and that's why Kliczko are dominating. Many of these voices are mainly from the US, but also in Europe we are hearing it. When you are hearing those opinions, what are your thoughts?
It's great if we're underestimated, especially from our opponents. That's the best thing that could happen to you. And Well, I'm actually very thankful to the all critiques that we are getting, because critiques is best motivation to change it, to make things differently. And we will continue to have our success, and also we will continue to have our success on Saturday night, on September 10th. Even if we're going to fight Thomas Adamek, that's coming from Poland, and we're in Wrocław, where the fight is going to be staged at the soccer stadium over here, and I know that Tomasz is going to be very determined to win this fight. This is his life chance, and he's going to be better than he ever been. And Vitaly knows it, and he's going to do everything to shut Tomasz off and to win this fight as impressive as possible.
So you're predicting a stoppage win for Vitaly on Saturday?
Well, that's the best thing that could happen also to me. The sooner the fight gonna be over for Vitaly as a winner of this fight, the better it is for me. Because to be honest with you, I'm very nervous when my brother fights.
Yeah, I saw it on the movie tonight. I remember you being ringside on Vitaly fight against Kevin Johnson, and you was really furious, especially in the last round. You were shouting. What were you screaming at that very moment?
Well, I don't really remember what I was screaming, but it's always giving certain tips to my brother from the side, what to do, what not to do, because I know my brother better than anyone else. So, and it's always to be next to brother and give him certain tips that are important in the fight.
In the past, we heard that after you lost to Corey Sanders, Vitaly advised you to maybe it is time to retire. Could you tell us how close you were to hang them up?
Well, it was actually after two fights that I lost during a year, Corey Sanders and then Brewster. And after Brewster, Vitaly recommended me to retire and understand his concerns, and understood his concerns, but I never lost belief in myself, and I want to actually show that it was such a mistake, and I can do things better.
Can you tell us something about your future plans? What could be, who could be your next opponents? U.S. press are suggesting that it could be Chris Arreola. Are you interested in fighting Chris Arreola?
Yes, there is a couple of names that I'm going to pick and choose. Either it's Chris Arreola, Alexander Povetkin, Helenius, or you name it. So I want to stay active, and I will make one more fight in this year, by the end of the year, probably in December. I don't know exactly the place where the fight is going to be staged, or I don't know the name yet, but as soon as I know, you will know it too. So a couple of weeks it will take. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Tell me how popular boxing in Poland is.
More and more, especially when Adamek is fighting Kliczko brothers, it will be the biggest event in Polish boxing history.
I'm actually very surprised. It's my first visit in Poland in the last 15 years. And I'm very surprised how many people are approaching us to take a picture or get an autograph, and the recognition is really amazing. So I want to say that I'm actually thankful to the Polish people that they're so excited about boxing, and this fight that is going to happen. I understand that there's a lot of supporters, or actually maybe all of them are supporters for Thomas Adamek, but I think there's only one performance that people will accept, and one language. That's actually the performance, the language in the ring that both of the fighters are going to give, and I'm just really happy to be in Wrocław. I've never been here before. It's such an amazing city, and with amazing culture. I could tell because of the buildings and infrastructure that from the past, probably 500 years ago, the buildings that I saw are having that age, maybe even older, and I'm just happy, man, to be here in Wrocław.
Could you tell us what happened? You mentioned Brewster fight in our conversation. What happened in those fights? There are many versions why you lost. They were saying that maybe you were poised before the fight. What happened?
Well, what happened, that is in the history right now, and I lost that fight, and I got a chance actually to fight Lamont Brewster again and to talk to him and share my opinions and everything like that. And I think I have nothing personal against Lamont. He done what he had to do, and things that you cannot change in a life. That's your past, and I'm thankful because I got better person, and everything what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That was exactly in the fight with Lamont Brewster, and I think without that experience, I wouldn't become the person that I am today.
When we ask Vitaly who is the best heavyweight in the world, he's always saying my brother. Do you agree with this statement?
I agree with Vitaly. The strongest man in the world is my brother.